Welcome to our vlog. Today we are diving into an important topic that affects our online and professional lives, the netiquette.
Wow!
We will be discussing the 10 rules of netiquette and how they apply in healthcare settings. So, let's go! In today's digital world, communication plays a huge role in delivering quality patient care, maintaining professionalism, and ensuring workplace safety. From emails to electronic health records, social media to telemedicine, practicing proper online etiquette is essential for healthcare professionals.
So, whether you're a nurse, a student, or just someone interested in healthcare, stick around as we explore how these netiquette rules help create a respectful and efficient healthcare environment.
But before we start, let us talk about netiquette. So what is netiquette? A netiquette is a short term for internet etiquette. It refers to the proper and respectful behavior expected when communicating online. It includes guidelines for interacting on social media, on emails, forums, and other digital platforms to promote positive and effective communication. In this video, we will know how this netiquette is applied in healthcare settings. So if you are interested to learn, please keep on watching.
Please pay attention next time. Hello, Nurse Sarah. I noticed a small discrepancy in the documentation. I just wanted to clarify it with you. Let me know if you need help.
So, ang ilang beses na po iniinom po ba kayo gamot? Last day of my
So, active ko yung sex with your husband. Possible kung it's
Doc, kamusta naman po yung results ng test ko?
Ayun naman sa result yung list dito, meron kayong kidney chronic disease na stage 5.
Kilala na po yun, Doc?
Hindi naman, mama. Kailangan nyo gawin na kahit mga araw-araw sa litrong coke lang, pwede nabawasan ng tubig.
Doc, hindi po.
Dalawa naman gawin nyo. Hindi naman siya malala. Pwede rin umatay. Pero okay lang naman yun.
Good day, sir.
Ma'am, kamusta naman po result ng nasa gitna?
So yung test niyo, sir, based on your results, you have a stage 5 chronic kidney disease. This time, I recommend you to undergo dialysis once a week. And don't drink scholar drinks, sir. And I'll give you some list of your diets, sir.
Oras na, wala pa din si Nurse Mika. Mag-indoors na ako, tapos na yung shift ko.
Hello, Nurse Des. Nandito ako sobrang kasi. Sino meron
classmate natin nung senior high. Nag-positive ng HIV. Si Raisa.
Sweet.
Diba?
Parang may record siya dito.
Oo ba? Wala, alam mo, i-share yung anak mo para malaman mo.
Sa GC. Oo. Parang malaman mo.
Kunyari pa siyang malinis.
Senior high, si Raisa, na positive for HIV. Pero, sa kanya,
Ganun ginagawa mo. Huwag mo nang i-post. I-respect na lang natin ang privacy. So, ma'am, kumusta po yung result ng anak ko?
Ma'am, according po sa result and lab test ng anak niyo, mababa po ang platelet ng anak niyo. May dengue po siya. So, kailangan po natin siyang salinan ng dugo.
Pero bawal po kasi kami magpasali.
Ma'am, kailangan po natin siya salinan ng dugo, ma'am. Kasi kung hindi natin siya salinan ng dugo, talagang bababa at bababa po talaga ang platelets niya.
Wala pong ibang alternative.
Wala po, ito lang po, ma'am. Ma'am, kung gusto niyo po, ito lang po talaga ang paraan na mag-drug test kung gusto niyo po sa salinan ng dugo natin.
So, ma'am, kumusta po yung result ng anak ko?
Ma'am, according po dito sa lab result ng anak niyo, may dengue po siya. So, kailangan po natin siya salinan ng dugo.
Ay, bawal po kasi kami magpasali ng dugo.
Ay, ganyan po ba? O sige, sabihin na lang po natin kay Doc na bawal po siya salinan ng dugo. Tapos tanong na din po natin sa kanya kung may mga alternatives medication po na pwede po bilisan.
Always remember to stay professional, stay informed, and always make a difference. If you find found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content. And see you on our next vlog. So,
Bye guys! See you on our next video!